The Philadelphia Eagles training camp is in 7 days, but I want to talk about a battle that's going to go past the training camp, past the preseason, and it's not going to finish until the end of the regular season, and that is the defensive end battle for the future for the Philadelphia Eagles. Josh Sweat or Derek Barnett? What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we got to talk about the future spot for the defensive end for the Philadelphia Eagles. We got some old heads in here. We got some young heads in here. But the two young heads, Josh Sweat and Derek Barnett, contracts expire at the same time. And we got to talk about the production in 2020 and what we think is going to happen in 2021. But before we do all that, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We are going to be talking a lot of Eagles football. And that thing right there, the bell, will let you be ready to hear it all season long. And do not forget to hit that like button. It goes a long way, Eagle Nation, and it's greatly appreciated. You know what else is appreciated? If I could talk right, following your boy on Twitter. I was going to battle with the Cowboy fans on there today, and I can use as much help as possible. Right there is the tag, and you know how we start these episodes now. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! This is going to be a quick video because we're going to get right into it, and I got a lot of stuff I got to take care of on Tuesday. You know how Tuesdays are if you've been following me for a while. But let's start with the snap count for these guys in 2020. Bang! The top is Barnett, the bottom is Sweat. 535 snaps for Derek Barnett in 2020 compared to 421 snaps for Josh Sweat. Yes, a difference of 114 more for Derek Barnett compared to Josh Sweat. And let's see what they did with him. When it comes to tackles and sacks, Derek Barnett had 34 combined tackles with 5.5 sacks in 2020. Now, Sweat in less snaps did more. A half a sack more with 6, but 4 more combined tackles for Josh Sweat in 2020. Let's go a little further. When you look at quarterback hits and tackle for losses, at a defensive end spot is important too. Derek Barnett has 16 quarterback hits with 6 tackle for losses, and Sweat has 12 quarterback hits and 9 tackle for losses. And the tackle for losses are important because a defensive end needs the help out in the run game. They cannot just pin their ears back and get at the quarterback. And every time you get a tackle for loss, that means the running back didn't even get past the line of scrimmage. Get down, sit down, and shut up. I love that mindset from anybody on the D-line, and Josh Sweat proved that he can get it done on both pass plays and running plays. Now, Derek Barnett did have 4 more quarterback hits, and it's good to ruffle some feathers at the QB position, but this is where it gets into the nitty-gritty, and Josh Sweat just did a better job than Derek Barnett. Forced fumbles and pass deflections. You're probably like, Philly Mike, pass deflections? He's not a DB. Defensive ends pass deflections are pretty important. That's when they stay active, they can't get round their guy, and they put their hand up and they swat the ball down, because at the end of the day, who knows? If they didn't deflect that pass, it could have been a screen pass for a touchdown, a slant for a touchdown, especially when you're talking about the Eagles secondary. A deflection goes a long way. Who knows if it was a first down, a touchdown? You don't know because it didn't get past the line of scrimmage. And a guy like Derek Barnett has 0 pass deflections and 0 forced fumbles compared to Sweat. 3 forced fumbles and 2 pass deflections. He's get down, and he's just been getting it done in a limited sample size. So now let's look over this. First round pick, 14th overall in 2017, is getting outperformed by a 4th round pick in 2018, 130th overall. They both are going to need a contract going into 2022. I don't see him keeping both. And if you ask me, let me know in the comment section. We shouldn't even have to debate. It got to be Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat proved more in a smaller sample size. Now, it's good to have pass rushers because they go a long way. And we know Brandon Graham, although he's great, is heading out. I don't think he's going to be here in 2022. Kerrigan, a guy who looks to play that Chris Long role, he's not going to be hanging on to the Eagles for a long period of time. He got a 1-year deal. Maybe there's one more for a Graham or a Kerrigan, but that's it at the most. So maybe if these guys both produce, they end up signing both of them back and they could be split ends. Josh Sweat on one side and Derek Barnett on the other side, because eventually Brandon Graham and Kerrigan won't be able to do it no more. The age is going to catch up. But I don't see them doing that, especially if Barnett wants to get paid. And Sweat's proved that he deserves the contract long-term for the Philadelphia Eagles. He got better every year. And Derek Barnett, we know the potential's there, but the attitude, the laziness, the injury. I mean, Josh Sweat had some injury problems too, but he's been getting better year by year, week by week, game by game. You name it, he's been putting in the work. It's proven with 114 less snaps and heavier production in every category minus quarterback hits. Like I said, if the Eagles don't end up drafting the guy next year in the defensive end who can come in and take a Brandon Graham or a Kerrigan spot, you got to look at maybe keeping both of them and moving them on the sides and then eventually drafting some talent there to get there. But a 4th-round pick in Josh Sweat went way above and beyond. And a guy like Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett was kind of a letdown after being compared to Reggie White. Tennessee sack leader, broke Reggie White's records. He just hasn't lived up to the first 14th overall pick hype. So I'm here to say, if it comes down to one, there's no question. Josh Sweat, he embodies what a Philadelphia Eagle should be. Blue-collared, hard worker, grind. And a guy like Darren Barnett has been just going off his natural talent and hasn't been putting in the work, or even if he has, it hasn't been showing on the grass. Now, he's young. Josh Sweat, I think, is older than him. And I think there's a possibility, depending on the money next year, and if you can say, Derek Barnett, you're not going to get paid out there in the league, look what you did. You could keep both of these on a side because, let's be honest, Brandon Graham and Kerrigan won't be here long enough. But if it comes down to one, Josh Sweat is going to get the contract if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles. And another thing Josh Sweat's going to do is he earned more playing time, whether that's the cut in for Brandon Graham or Kerrigan a little bit more, or even cutting in for Derek Barnett, because having 2 young pass rushers can go a long way. Because not only is Kerrigan older and on a 1-year deal, and Brandon Graham older and on a 1.5, 2-year deal, these guys still have skill, but they get gassed in games and throughout the season. So if you can use Josh Sweat to limit Brandon Graham and Kerrigan snaps, and Derek Barnett to limit their snaps as well, well, now you have the young guys playing the bulk, but when you do put them aging, still get at the ball vets in, you're getting the best version of Brandon Graham, the best version of Ryan Kerrigan. You're not getting a 30-plus-year-old tired version of them. You're getting their hungry couple snaps a game. I mean, more than a couple, but less than what a superstar starter will do if he's in every single play. And you're getting a better version of Brandon Graham, Kerrigan, and even maybe Sweat and Derek Barnett as well, because the offensive line don't rotate. And in the 4th quarter, when your defensive line, especially your D-ends, are healthy, not mean healthy, I mean like stamina, they not gassed, they're going to eat. And the Philadelphia Eagles were 3rd in sacks last year, and I'm expecting, Fletch and these guys to be better. I think Fletch has the best supporting cast around them, some hungry dogs, and hungry dogs run fast. Let me know all your comments in the comment section. Who would you pick, Sweat or Barnett? And do you see a possibility of them keeping both and them being the future 20-year-olds at the DN as we fill up the roster with some more young talent? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I already said that, but I love hearing from you. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. Like, comment, subscribe, post notifications. We out. Peace.